Good, we're good.
I can't wait.
How's it going? I got all my elves together,
Yeah.
all bunched up. Is that how it was kind of on set? It was like kind of like a junior high school dance where like the elves are on one side, the orcs on the other. We don't really talk, and
A little bit.
a little bit.
No, we all. Yeah.
We all commingled.
Yeah,
We
Sit together at lunch.
interracially mingled on set.
that's well said.
I hung out a lot with the dwarves. I really enjoyed the dwarves' company. Although Lee and I were roomies for a while, that was fun. We had a little
When
elven
I first got to
home.
New Zealand.
Get down with the beards.
Yeah.
Speaking of your I guess your race of elves, is there a favorite phrase that you guys learned in your language that you can recall?
I like mellow
Daddy-o-diddy.
because
Just
it
the
means
sound.
Yeah.
and it's a nice
Very.
word. What were you saying? What do you like?
I think it's the first Elvis that I learned, and it's never left my head.
Which?
Daddy-o-diddy-thinenu.
Oh yeah.
What did I say that?
Daddy-o-diddy.
I like honle songur.
The deadline.
We're just gonna
It's
Elvish
all
out on
subtitled.
you right now.
You know what's so funny is the first line of Elvish I ever learned is the only line of Elvish I can ever remember.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think Daddy-o-diddy-thinenu.
Yeah.
It was in.
Peter Jackson has basically like secret warehouses full of props throughout New Zealand, and if you could take a stroll through that warehouse and put one of those props in your pocket, what would you like to take with
My
you?
white knights.
Well,
I want the ring.
the ring.
You want the
One
ring?
ring?
The ring. I want
Didn't
the
you
ring.
watch these movies, Evangeline? Do you know what happens when you get that ring?
Yeah. That says an awful lot
Like,
about you, babe.
I know.
Questionable character.
Bit of a giveaway here, guys.
Maybe I just like small things, and those warehouses are full of massive,
You'll end up
incredible
like
things.
Gollum if you get that ring, Evangeline.
And I've heard that there's even ones that not even from the movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, he's got warehouses full
Yeah.
of planes, bro.
Yeah.
Like airplanes.
Nice.
Like,
He's
I
a-
went up in some of them, like First World War, and but he's like a collector and I mean, it's like he's sort of collecting and then maintaining and sustaining history in some of those things. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the way he looks at it. You know.
Is there one moment on the set that kind of defines your whole experience with this trilogy?
Oh, well, there was, I guess, the day when we were shooting some of the battle. I mean, Peter Jackson has orchestrated this incredible battle with elves and dwarves and orcs and eagles, and I'll remember being in the middle of it on my kind of elk, riding around and falling off, and coming back on, adjusting my crown, and that's what I feel like.
Cool.
Sums up my experience.
Sums up your experience falling off your elk.
Yeah.
I almost got knocked out by an orc in the Battle of Five Armies. I was seeing stars and thought I was gonna KO, and managed to stay on my feet. But that fight, that sequence, was very complicated. It was very long, and the moment I was supposed to duck was right in the middle of a sequence of about 8 orc kills, and I forgot to duck. And that moment I guess could stand out for me as a defining moment in the film.
It was actually one of my last shots, I think, but I had to stick my white knife into the head of a giant white, blue, green ball, which was representing an orc, and then sort of maneuver it around like a joystick. And I was thinking to myself, well, I kind of knew what this was going to be, but sort of only just sort of knew what this was going to be like. And that was one of those moments where you just go, this is in the hands of our genius director who, you know, Pete always comes up with something phenomenal, and you can be doing what you feel or think is potentially the most ridiculous moment and strange thing. You know, it's like, what is this going to be? And then you go and sit in the movie, and it's like,
That was really cool.
That's cool.
that is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, guys. I sincerely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.